Quite frankly, episode 11 might be my favorite so far, all because of that one Save the Queen scene. Welcome back guys, in today's video we're going to go through episodes 11 and 12 of The King, Eternal Monarch, K-drama. Let's get right into it. Starting off strong, we had Luna tied up in an abandoned warehouse. Lee Lim kidnapped her and offered her to exchange, or rather steal, the life of Young Ta-ul. Seems like Luna said yes, judging by her cutting her hair off to match Ta-ul's and also doing some stalking in her spare time. We also find out that Luna is sick and in need of an organ transplantation, which is the card that Lee Lim used against her. There is one other new woman crossing between the universes, believe it or not. Seems like the Prime Minister Koo joined forces with a traitor and willingly switched places with her Republic of Korea counterpart. Captain Joe ran into her in the Republic, tailed her, almost had her captured, but ended up with a bullet in his shoulder. Thanks to his bulletproof vest, he was fine, but we cannot say the same for the people who kidnapped Ta-ul. Lee Lim had to move the officer to the kingdom. He drugged her and put her in the same warehouse where Luna was. His end goal was to make a deal with the king and exchange Ta-ul for the other part of Nonpashijok. Then out of nowhere, the weird boy appeared, freed Ta-ul, and said some even more confusing things, including restoring the balance, him not having a parallel universe counterpart, and crossing between the universes on his own. Someone please explain this kid to me. Anyways, Ta-ul used that chance, shot a bunch of people, and ran for her life. By the way, that bluff after the truck almost hit her was a very smart move. She was headed to the palace when a bunch of the traitor's followers found her and started running towards her. My heart stopped here. Ta-ul was alone, exhausted, and with only 2 bullets in her gun. But just when it looked like it's all over for her, a bunch of helicopters, royal guards, and the king on the white horse appeared, storming the street and ruthlessly, and I mean ruthlessly, killing every single one of the enemy's men. This was a bit extreme if you ask me. This scene and the massacre at the library a few scenes prior to this one, but I'm willing to forget all that bloodshed when I remember the king's words while rushing to save the love of his life. And there you have it, that's how the king announced the new queen of the Kingdom of Korea. After that eventless night, Lee Gon brought Ta-ul to his palace, cooked for her in his navy uniform, thus keeping his promise, bought her an entire mall worth of clothing, and gave her this cute necklace as a gift. The two of them then went to visit Unsapete Hospital, stopped by the church in which Lee Gon's parents got married, and took a picture there. Now this is the moment where time stopped again, and about the time stopping thingy, we have a new theory. Every time the time stops, it stops for quite longer than the last time, which means that at one point in time, the whole world will stop forever. Yup, no biggie. Here's a cute kissing scene to lift some weight off your shoulders. Talking about shoulders, the scar on the king's shoulder/back appeared again with a thunderstorm, and seems like everyone who used the portal has a similar scar somewhere on their bodies. Everyone but Ta-ul, and maybe Detective Shin-jae, they didn't show him having a scar either. What do you think is cooking here? We still don't know, but we can confidently say that the king's mother's counterpart doesn't enjoy the traitor's cooking very much. And she also seems to be the trap card Lee Lim is intending to use against the king. That's why he won't let her die, even though she tried to die many times. Now going back to the whole Prime Minister mess, she or her counterpart, I'm really confused at this point, found out that the king announced the new queen and rushed to the palace in fury to address the whole situation. In the middle of their conversation, thunderstorm struck again, and that same burning, veiny scar appeared on her face. Talk about a bad timing. The king noticed the scar and was left in shock, and oh boy, am I excited to see how will Lee Gon handle this situation. The episode ends with Ta-ul and the head court Lady Noh talking over tea, and then the atmosphere got kinda serious, and Lady Noh asked Ta-ul to help her answer the question she had for over 60 years. What happened to that war that broke out in June of 1950? Whoa! Let me break it down to you and explain why I think this question got Ta-ul so shook. The history of the Republic of Korea is much like the history of the actual South Korea we know today, so there was the Korean War in the 50s. The Korean War, let me remind you, really did start in June and was between the South and the North Korea. But, as we know from the drama, there are no South and North Korea in the Kingdom's universe, so there could be no Korean War. Which leads us to this question. How does Lady Noh, supposedly born, raised, and obviously living in the kingdom, have the memories of that war, which didn't even happen in her world? Stay tuned and join me next week for the review of episodes 13 and 14 so that we can, hopefully, find the answer to that question together. That's it, guys! Hope you enjoyed this video. Before you go, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe down below for more K and C related content. Till next time, bye!